An online petition is calling for Canateo ISD Superintendent Dr. Pedro Galaviz's suspension after taxpayers and one board trustee say he bought a property without board approval. The land is located at 6201 Strahan Road. It would be the site of the new Canateo Middle School, and the funds come from the Canateo ISD bond, which voters passed in May. ABC 7's Jason McNabb has been working to learn more information for the last 3 days, and he brings us this ABC 7 extra investigation.
Well, this is a petition. It says Superintendent Galaviz spent more than $6 million to buy the Johnny Bean horse farm without board oversight, and as the public had little to no say in the plan. District officials, including the superintendent, say the petition is spreading half-truths. This is the Johnny Bean horse farm, purchased by the Canateo Independent School District. It's straddled by Strahan Road and Upper Valley Road just south of Artcraft. According to the deed, it was bought November 6th. That purchase caught Canateo ISD trustee Brianne Barnes by surprise. In a statement where she explicitly states she's speaking on her behalf and not for other board members, she said, quote, in part, "When I became aware of the land acquisition from various community members, I was in shock because the final approval was never voted on by the board. It is completely unacceptable that our superintendent, board president, legal counsel, and bond management team did not follow the legal procedures before spending millions of taxpayer dollars." In emails Barnes shared with ABC 7, she asked Superintendent Galaviz last week if they had purchased the land. "It didn't have to come before the board to vote for final approval of costs and such?" she asks. "No," he replies. "Board authorized administration to make the deal on bond properties, saying they did it during a meeting on June 10th. So we checked the video. The board authorized the superintendent, board president, and the district's consulting group Presidio to issue letters of intent for potential properties."
Based on the recommendation from Secretary and Presidio, those non-binding letters of intent will be issued. Obviously, any further discussion regarding price, final acquisition, terms of the acquisition will come back to the full board for review and consideration.
Superintendent Galaviz now admits he made a mistake. District spokesman Gustavo Reveles tells ABC 7 the superintendent, quote, acknowledges that procedural oversights occurred in the finalization of the contract due to misinterpretation of board meeting minutes. He added, quote, legal counsel and other experts have determined that all steps taken were done in good faith with the belief that the transaction was ready to be completed. Nevertheless, Barnes tells ABC 7 she filed a complaint with the Texas Education Agency over the purchase. ABC 7 reached out to the TEA and it said 2 complaints against Dr. Galaviz are currently being reviewed, but would not provide more details. 2 Canateo taxpayers have their own problems with the purchase. Business owners Jamie and Chris Stewart, who also employ Barnes, created an online petition to suspend Galaviz. It currently has more than 200 signatures. Stewart says the district didn't give them opportunities to voice their concerns with the proposed location for the new Canateo Middle School. They own property that borders a 6-acre lot.
Why weren't we allowed to go, protest or anything? I didn't want the Johnny Bean horse farm to be turned into a school.
I'm walking here along Strahan Road where the farm is located. Now, Stewart says the narrowness of this street would lead to, quote, horrible traffic congestion if a school was to be built here. Canateo ISD spokesman Gustavo Reveles says the Stewart's statements about a lack of public input are false. He provided ABC 7 presentations from various district meetings held in October. This October report from Consultants Presidio, posted on the bond's website, shows the property was in escrow at that time. He also said the public was invited to, quote, design meetings and showed his notices sent via email to residents in the district. However, no mention of the Johnny Bean farm is shown anywhere in these notices, nor on the ones posted to social media. Reveles doubled down when we asked him about this, saying, quote, if you're a community member, you could have learned at any of the meetings we've shared with you. Additionally, you could have attended a Canateo Bond Advisory Committee meeting. The Board of Trustees will meet on December 17th to vote on whether to ratify the purchase of the farm. Now, we have reached out to all other Canateo ISD board members. Board President Armando Rodriguez sides with the district on their position. Now, we'll update you online as we hear back from the rest. You can count on ABC 7 to bring you their decision. Jason McNabb, ABC 7.